colorful, versatile, profound. My name is Ferdinand Breu. I'm with Bösendorfer since 1978, and my current responsibility is product development and artist relations. We simply had in mind to build the best possible concert grand which you could imagine. That was the basic thought, and we had some ideas also to technically use the most up-to-date technologies in terms of calculation for the string assembly, for the scaling design, and also computer-aided construction and design tools for three-dimensional construction. We are using mainly solid wood components, and first of all spruce, which is the best sounding material available, and on a Bösendorfer, and that's also valid for this instrument, we use the highest amount of spruce wood possible. And this is giving a certain warmth to the sound character, and this is the basis also for the 280 Vienna concert model. Some other major wood sorts like maple wood for the bridge assembly, for instance, or for the pin block assembly. We've got beech wood, which is used also for the rim assembly. These are the major wood sorts. Besides the wood, we of course have cast iron for the plate. We have felt, of course, natural wool felt for the hammers, for instance. And we have metal parts, of course, all kinds of hardware, and also a specific steel for the strings, and also copper, which is used for the bass strings. Yeah, the major challenge is, of course, that everything which is tried, everything which is designed, is very much unpredictable for the result, of course. And many aspects of the design and construction are influencing each other and are working together. And it's most important to have a good concept of different aspects and components working together to get finally a good and ideal result. And of course it takes quite a long time. It takes about 1 year approximately just to build the prototyping, and the entire project took us about 5 to 6 years before even starting a prototype instrument. So it's a very long process, and this is also part of the difficulty, of course. Yeah, the differences between the Imperial model and the 280 Vienna concert is, first of all and most obvious, the range of keys. The Imperial has got 9 extra keys going down to the low C, and this is also causing a different dimension of the instrument itself. It has got a much wider soundboard because there are so many bass strings, extra bass strings that need some space, of course, and it's much more spread it out. The entire bass section is huge, and all dimensions of the Imperial model are much wider than the 280 Vienna concert. And this is, of course, relating also directly to the sound character. We have the Imperial, which has got a major influence of the extra notes, also to the tenor, to the treble section, and therefore it's more orchestral-like, it's more organ-type sound. And the 280 Vienna concert is a very distinct and clear sound, and this is also caused by this design differences which are quite substantial comparing these two instruments. Yeah, the particular sound of the 280 Vienna Concert is a very distinct sound, very profound, yet very clear. You can clearly find out the different registers, and this is something which, for instance, András Schiff really likes on that particular instrument, that he can clearly differentiate between the bass section, the tenor section, the treble sections. And besides that, the 280 Vienna Concert has got a huge dynamic range. And this is making this instrument very versatile. You can use it, and it's perfectly equipped to be a accompanying partner for a singer or a soloist. But at the same time, the model can be used in a huge concert hall for a romantic piano concerto, for instance, like Rachmaninoff, with a big orchestra on a big stage in a big hall. And this specific versatility is one of the absolute qualities of this particular model. Besides that, of course, it has got the qualities of Bösendorfer concert grands in general, and this is a high content of sound colors, different possibilities, a certain warmth in the sound character, which is inherent in Viennese instruments, and you can find this also at other instruments which are specific for Viennese orchestra instruments, for instance. It's the typical Viennese instrument with the Viennese tradition, and Bösendorfer is part of this so-called Viennese sound character. The artist, first of all, expects a perfect sound and a perfect playability. For the artist, it's very important that he has got a reliable action, a good working action, where he feels well and is able to let the musical ideas flow into the instrument. So this is the most direct connection to the artist is the action, of course. And the second and maybe even more important is the sound character of the instrument. What can the artist do with the instrument? The expression of musical ideas is the most important. If I need to describe this instrument in 3 words only, I would say versatile refers to the kind of use, all kinds of settings of smaller and bigger halls, different settings of musical partners or orchestra. Colorful, of course, refers to the sound. The instrument has got a colorful and very distinct sound. And profound refers to the possibility to exploit a wide range of dynamic levels, also in order to, if needed, have this profound sound for a big concert hall, also with orchestra, for instance.